Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Stackby record on contact form 7 submission. So let's suppose I am a project manager in a marketing agency and we are collecting leads with the help of contact form 7. Now whenever there is a new form submission, I want to automatically create the form submissions record in my Stackby account. Now doing this manually will be a very tedious and a time consuming task, so I am going to automate this entire process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between contact form 7 and Stackby. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take contact form 7 from where I will receive new form submission, and then in my action application, I am going to take Stackby where the record will be created automatically. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create Stackby record on contact form 7 submission, and here I have created an automation workflow with the help of Pabbly Connect where I am going to do a form submission in contact form 7, and if that record is created in my Stackby, this means the connection that we have created with the help of Pabbly Connect that is successful. So here I am going to open my contact form 7. So this is my form and I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is new. Here I have entered few details. My first name is new, last name is user, phone number is this, and the email address is new@pabblyhuge.com, and now I am going to click on this submit. Here I have done the submission successfully. Now I need to open my Stackby account and check whether this record has been created there or not. And here I can see that I have instantly created this under this database named project marketing, and the first name was new, last name was user, email address was new@pabblyhuge.com, and this was the phone number. Now this is how this automation workflow will run, and now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Stackby record on contact form 7 submission. For this, we are going to create automation between contact form 7 and Stackby with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create Stackby record on contact form 7 submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Stackby record on contact form 7, which means whenever there will be a form submission in my contact form 7, a record will be created in my Stackby account, which means whenever there will be a form submission in contact form 7, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever contact form 7 submission happens and then action says do this, then create Stackby record. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take contact form 7, and then in my trigger event I have to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and contact form 7, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my contact form 7 with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my contact form 7. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and here contact form 7 is the plugin of WordPress. So I have installed that here. On the left hand side, I can see this contact. So I am going to click on this contact forms. And here I am going to search for my form, which is lead form. So I am going to click on this edit. And then over here, this is the form. The form has first name, last name, phone number, email address. Now to make this connection, I have to click on this webhook. And then over here in this webhook URL field, first I have to remove this previously existing webhook URL. Go back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And then if I scroll down, I can see this save option. I am going to click on this. And then I will scroll above. And then again I have to click on this save. So the contact form has been saved. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a form submission in my contact form 7 in this particular form where we have made this connection. And if Pabbly Connect capture that response after making my form submission, this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and contact form 7, that is successful. So here I am going to open my form, and this is the form. This is the particular form in which we made the connection, lead form. Now over here I am going to fill some dummy details. So let's say my first name is latest, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and my email address is latest@pabblytudes.com. So my first name is latest, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and my email address is latest@pabblytudes.com. Now I am going to click on this submit. And here I have successfully done my form submission. Now all these details should be received in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. The first name that we entered was latest, the last name was user, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com, and this is the phone number. So here, as soon as I've done the form submission, I have received the response in this workflow. This means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and contact form 7, that is successful. And now whenever someone will make the form submission in this contact form 7, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever there is a form submission in contact form 7, I want to create Stackby record. So here in my action application, I am going to take Stackby. And then in my action event, I have to take this create a record. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the API key. Now following this help desk, I am going to enter the API key, and for that I am going to click on this hyperlink given over here. Now if I scroll down, I can see this API key which I am going to copy and paste that API key over here, and then I simply have to click on this save. So here Stackby is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to select the workspace, and to enter this, I am going to open my Stackby account. So this is my Stackby account, and this is the workspace that has been created by the name Pabbly. Now over here, this is the only workspace that I have, and it has been already selected. Now I have to select my stack. So in this drop down, I can see all the stacks. Let's open my Stackby account, and if I scroll down, I can see all the stacks over here. Now I am going to record all these details in this particular stack, which is project marketing. So I'm going to open this, and this is the particular stack. I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and from this drop down, select my stack as project marketing. Now it has automatically detected the table, which is table number 1, and I am going to enter all these details. Here we can see the first name, last name, email and phone, and these are all the fields that are there in my database. These are the same fields, first name, last name, email and phone. So now I need to enter this. Now I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now here I have received my response from contact form 7, and when I click on any of these fields, this contact form 7 will start appearing, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I have received from there. Now I need to enter my first name, which was latest, and following the same process, I am going to enter my last name, and following the same process, I am going to enter my email address, which was latest@pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. So over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to click on the save and send test request and wait for the response. Here I have successfully received the response, and this response is a positive one. Now I need to open my Stackby account and check whether this record has been created in my database there or not. And here I can see that I have instantly and automatically created this record. The name was latest, last name was user, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. Now to check this automation workflow one last time, I am going to make another form submission with some other details in this form. So let's say this time my first name is admin, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and then my email address is admin@pabblytudes.com. Now I'm going to click on this submit, and here as soon as I've done the form submission, this record should be created in my database. So let's open my Stackby, and here I can see that I have automatically and instantly created this record. The name that we just entered was admin, the last name was user, email address was admin@pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. So now to summarize, we took contact form 7 as our trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We made the form submission and received the response over here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create a record of this form submission. So we took action application as Stackby, where we made connection with Pabbly Connect and entered the workspace and the stack in which we want to add all these details. Entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as these details been automatically added in my database. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between contact form 7 and Stackby with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.